I have 5 kids, so let me cut in front of you. M at the library. My library opened to the public recently, but they only let a certain number of people in. This counts kids as well. So the library is small and only allows 20 in at a time to maintain the social distancing rules. The library opens at 10 AM and runs to 1 PM for cleaning and reopens at 2 PM till 5 PM. So my time is limited and arrived at 9:40 PM and was waiting for the doors to open. I sit down at a provided bench and read a book. Pretty standard, and then by 9:55 AM there is a line building up. I'm about ready when this lady with 5 kids walks up asking if she could cut in front of me because her horde needed to use the bathroom. I said no, because I was going in and out. I was not going to take long. I had this run-in with this M before the covered thing, and she is a pain, and so are her kids. One incident, I was sitting in the teen section to charge my phone when her 4-year-old demon child, youngest, crawled into my booth and proceeded to scream and try to get into my bag of books. When I confronted the M, she told me her son had ADHD and autism and I should be more tolerant. The other time, her 10-year-old daughter who has Down syndrome attempted to steal my manga claiming it was the library's when it had a receipt from Barnes & Noble. The M again said I needed to be more tolerant of her kids. This time though I had enough. She basically was going to inconvenience more than me. The elderly lady behind me told her to leave me alone. I have kids with special needs. The M proceeds to debate and again is shut down. Not by me, but a father with 2 kids behind the old woman. Yeah, my kids are special needs too, but you don't see me cutting in line. This guy chimes in. The doors open and the woman is forced to the back of the line. You are all intolerant of my kids, was her final word. When I was leaving, she was finally going in and made a beeline for the family bathroom, which was closed for maintenance. She was still complaining when I was leaving. I hope you have handicapped kids and no one helps you. I'm sure that was directed at me, but I was in a hurry to catch my bus. So to sum it up, I show up early to the library, have to wait in line, and due to limited number of people to let in, an M wanted to cut in front of everyone because she has special needs kids. 5 of them. There you have it, my library visit. It sounds like she's burned lots of bridges in the neighborhood. Normally I'd just let a mommy ahead of me for a potty emergency and judge a person for not. If everyone in line is telling her no, she's pissed off lots of people, and this is far from the first time she screamed wolf. It is. She lives near me. She actually expected my fiance to babysit for free. She also has been nasty to neighbors in the past. I usually work a lot, so I don't get a lot of grief from her, except when I went to the library. And your fiance said no. How intolerant of him's family. Care to share the story? I cannot for the life of me wrap my head around someone expecting childcare for free. My brother expects free childcare. I don't babysit anymore. People make their choices. 5 years ago, she had a 5-year-old with Downs and chose to have another child. And probably more during that time frame she knew she had a special needs child. I'm not saying special needs lives are any less valuable than anyone else's, but special needs kids need more time, money, and resources than a normal kid does. If you're overwhelmed with one special needs child, then not having more children would probably be a wise choice vs continuing to pump out a litter, especially if the problem is genetic and you have a high probability of getting another child with special needs, which will overwhelm you even more than you already are. When you're drowning, you stop adding water to the pool. If you do make that choice, then be like parent 2 in line, who doesn't expect the rest of the world to cater to you. The dad is actually pretty chill and his kids are really great because they have never been trouble to anyone. He said he could never understand how this lady expects special treatment. Yeah, this woman is using her special needs children to get stuff and then throws a tantrum. When she doesn't get her way, she acts like a toddler. Sad part is she's making it even more difficult on those kids by teaching them the world is expected to bend to their every tantrum, special needs or not. I didn't even think of that, but you are right. I've been and continue to be very irresponsible, and all you strangers should make up for that. Apostrophe. Hell no. Done that. It'd kill my sanity. Mom with the special needs kids here. If there's a line and someone needs a potty, then I guess we are going home. You should have gone before we left, like I told you to. Line cutting is rampant these days. I often get people in the grocery store ask to go ahead of me because they have less items. I'm still dumbfounded by that. What happened to just lining up and waiting your turn? If I notice someone behind me with only a handful of things and I have an entire cart, I always encourage them to jump ahead of me because it's a nice thing to do, and I would hope someone would do the same for me. Never once killed me. I've even done this with 4 kids in tow. You can't do this for others around you? It's such a habit for me. I legit felt bad when I was at Costco 2 days ago and my shopping haul for 6 was being rung up before I noticed a man beside me with 2 tiny items. It's no skin off my ass, and as a way to do a nice thing for others when I feel stuck at home raising babies. I've never had anyone ask to do this, but wouldn't take offense if someone does. It still isn't hurtful, and if someone is in that big of a hurry, I would rather that they jump ahead of me and be on their way than sit behind me and get angry and irate or be put in a bigger pickle simply because I believe that some place in line is more important than someone who needs to get on. But again, I've learned to not go into a store with a time agenda, especially with my children in tow. But seriously, is this a hill you want to die on? I have said, go ahead. You only have 1 item. I have had people offer to let me go ahead, but I never do because I don't mind waiting. I personally get offended when someone who has more than 1 or 2 items asks me. I think it's weird to ask, and I think it's weird that someone with 1 less item than me thinks they need to go ahead of me. It's part of a trend. I had a similar transit incident that's too long to type as a response. There seem to be a lot of munchors and by proxy type parents of special needs kids. Is that what it's called? It would seem to me that parents like to lean on their children's actual or imagined conditions so they can get a free pass for being sh-type parents. I knew a lady who had 2 kids 7 years apart from both of her marriages. Her daughter was usually reasonably well behaved. Her son, her baby, was a hellion. The mom insisted her son was ADHD. During the time that I knew this brat, I met him, he was 4, and the last time I saw him he was 10. He was horribly ill-mannered, poorly behaved, no structure, no rules, no discipline, disrespectful to adults, completely self-aware of his horrible behavior, and knew his mother would never discipline him. What does mom do? Gets him on Ritalin. When you fail at being a parent and medicate your kid because you never wanted children in the first place. My older brother's son is severely autistic and ended up on social security at a very young age. My older brother never held down a job. He spent his son's social security. It should come as no surprise that him and my ex-sister-in-law didn't stay married long. Was this Westport? Nope, Littleton Co. Can I have special privileges? No. But don't care. Still no. I would pull a no reverse card and let her know that I have autism and ADHD. This pisses me off. Autism should only matter if it is low functioning autism, but that kid is most likely high functioning, so it doesn't matter that much. The daughter with Down syndrome shouldn't matter either. She is using her kids as excuses, which is complete AMD utter bullshit. When she said, I hope you have handicapped kids, and no one helps you, you should have responded with, I'll have common sense to stop at 1 and terminate the wrist. That will really get under her skin. Like really get under her skin. Flawless way of thinking, and I bet they only have ADHD when they are outside, and they are the result of a useless parent who doesn't know how to educate their poor and precious children. Parents like that should be prohibited from even have children. They are a danger for both the world and their own children. I've been around special needs individuals all my life. My sister is special needs. She was taught right from wrong just like I was. My parents just had to explain things to her a little differently than they did me. How the duck do you have 5 kids all with special needs? Does she smoke and drink during pregnancy or what? I don't think it was said that all 5 were special needs. The op just pointed out 2. Not to like shut you down or anything, but that's a lot of special needs. Again, I agree with you decisions, but like that bitch got a lot of pills in her house. I have no idea what she does. From what my fiance has told me, she does foster and adoption. but her attitude sucks. AHH. Fosters for the state check X5. People who think they're special because they have kids. I knew a lady who got her 2 perfectly normal sons diagnosed with autism. I think she was after the special care disabled kids get, like care workers, more focused teachers, government housing, social security, etc. She was too lazy a mother to take care of them well, and this got her free help, money, and attention. The cynic in me wonders if the M in your story did that with any of those 5 kids. Well, no idea. Her oldest child is 18 and is pretty normal and works. I know the mom was trying to discourage her daughter from attending college and wanting her to watch her siblings. Yeah, that kind of confirms it for me. She sounds like she's just a crap mom who wants everyone else to take care of her kids and wants special treatment. I'm sure a couple of the kids are disabled, but I'd be surprised if they all are. I'ma just say that if the M's kid near the beginning did have autism and or ADHD, then it is a good idea to have more of a tolerance for their crap. As an autistic myself and best friends with someone with ADHD, I know we both fidget on each other's nerves, as well as everyone else's. There's a difference between being tolerant and being walked on. Control, you kids, and if you can't, maybe consider not bringing them to a public space like the library. I didn't read the full story, BTW, so sorry if I said something wrong. I was just pointing out that people with autism or ADHD generally require more patience than other people. I hope you never run into them again. I might have to. I go to the library at least every other week. Oh no. Lol. I feel bad for you, man. You should have told her that her kids will not get autism when they get vaccinated, and that's a good thing. How can someone be against abortions? Meh. Suspect. Ops opener immediately calls them a horde. I smell bias. Actually, I live near this woman, and she is like the typical LD Karen mom. She expects people to give her special treatment. After a while, I kind of started to not pity her or her family because she seems to believe that she deserves awards for being a special needs mommy. My mom was like that with me. Since I'm learning disabled or LD, my sympathy toward this woman left the moment her brats got into my stuff. Her 4-year-old shouldn't be touching what isn't his. Same goes with her 10-year-old. Doesn't matter if they are special needs or not. Even as a kid, I knew not to touch other people's stuff. RP, hey, I need to the bathroom, Karen. Sorry, I won't be long. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.